Think you know all the animals on our planet? Well, think again. Our world is vast and filled with wonders, many of which remain hidden from our everyday view, tucked away in the deepest jungles, tucked away in the highest mountains, tucked away in the darkest corners of the ocean. These are the creatures of myth and legend, so elusive that their very existence seems like a dream. They are the quiet survivors, evolutionary marvels that have adapted to life in the extreme, far from the bustling world of humanity. These animals challenge our understanding of what is possible and remind us just how much of the natural world is still waiting to be discovered. Today, we're uncovering 12 wild creatures so rare, most people have never even heard of them. We'll journey together to the remote corners of the earth. Our journey begins high in the remote Tian Shan Mountains of northwestern China, a landscape of stark, bare rock and unforgiving weather. It is here, amongst the crags, meet the pika, a small mammal with the face of a teddy bear. It spends its short summers diligently gathering vegetation and drying vegetation, creating hay piles to sustain itself through the long, harsh winters. Its population is estimated to have declined by nearly 70% since its discovery. Each sighting is a precious gift, a reminder of a unique and gentle life form teetering on the brink. We travel now to the dense, wet evergreen forests of the Annamite Mountains, straddling the border of Vietnam, Laos. This is a realm of perpetual twilight under a thick canopy, a creature so elusive it is often called the Asian unicorn. This is the saola, a forest-dwelling bovine that has, for decades, mystified the scientific community. Discovered by science only in 1992, but the most immediate danger comes from the snare set by poachers. Scientists and conservation groups are working tirelessly, using advanced techniques like environmental DNA analysis to detect its presence in streams. The survival of the Asian unicorn depends on our ability to protect its forest home and find a way to save a creature we have barely begun to understand. Our quest for the rare and remarkable now takes us to the deciduous forests of Andhra Pradesh here, hidden within the crevices of old trees. It is a spider that looks as though it has been dipped in lightning. This is the Poecilotheria metallica, the Gooty sapphire ornamental tarantula. This is not a pigment, but a structural coloration. Microscopic structures on its hairs refract light to create this dazzling electric blue hue. In the dappled sunlight of the forest, it can appear almost iridescent. The Gooty sapphire is arboreal. It lives in trees. Unfortunately, its beauty has become a curse, highly sought in the exotic pet trade, leading to illegal poaching and smuggling from its native habitat. Conservation efforts focus on protecting its remaining forest and cracking down on the illegal trade. We now travel to the dry grasslands of central Argentina, a landscape shaped by wind and sun. Buried beneath this arid earth lives a creature. This is the pink fairy armadillo, or pichichiego, a name that hints at its magical, elusive nature. Its most distinctive feature is its dorsal shell, a beautiful, flexible armor of a delicate pink hue. It is a master tunneler, a sand swimmer. With its powerful shovel-like front claws, it can bury itself completely in loose sand in a matter of seconds. It navigates its underground world in search of its primary food source, ants and their larvae. Sightings are incredibly rare, and it is known to be extremely sensitive to stress. A fragile whisper of a creature, a symbol of the hidden biodiversity that exists right under our feet. Our journey now takes us into the lush rainforests of Southeast Asia, to the very top of the forest canopy. Here, a creature of the night performs an act of breathtaking aerial grace. It is not a bird, nor a bat. This is the Sunda colugo, the world's most accomplished mammalian glider. The secret to the colugo's aerial prowess is its patagium, an extensive membrane of skin that stretches from its neck to its fingers, down its sides to the tips of its toes, and even enveloping its tail. It can glide for distances of over 100 meters with minimal loss of altitude, steering with subtle shifts of its body and limbs. By day, the colugo is a master of camouflage, clinging motionless to a tree trunk or hanging upside down from a branch. It relies on a continuous canopy to travel and find food. Deforestation is fragmenting its habitat. The future of this remarkable glider is intrinsically linked to the health of the rainforests it calls home. We now venture into the humid cloud forests in Central America and South America, a world teeming with life, especially after dark. On the underside of leaves overhanging rushing streams, we find a creature that offers a window into the very workings of life itself. It is a small amphibian with a truly extraordinary feature. Its skin is translucent. This is the glass frog. It wears its heart, quite literally, on its belly. You can see its beating heart, its liver, its stomach, a living, breathing anatomy lesson. This transparency is a unique form of camouflage known as edge diffusion. Light passes through its body, making it harder for predators below to spot its silhouette. Males call from leaves above streams to attract a mate. After courtship, the female lays her gelatinous clutch of eggs on the same leaf. In many species, the father will stand guard and keep them moist, a diligent and devoted parent. But pristine forest streams are under threat from pollution, deforestation, and a deadly fungal disease that is devastating amphibian populations worldwide. The future of these transparent marvels depends on the health of the fragile ecosystems they inhabit. Our journey takes us to the remote, predator-free islands of New Zealand, a land of ancient forests and unique evolutionary paths. Here lives a bird that is a true eccentric. This is the Kakapo, the world's heaviest parrot, nocturnal and completely flightless. Strong legs make it an excellent walker and climber, trekking kilometers at night in search of fruits, seeds and plants. Perhaps the most peculiar aspect is its breeding system, the only parrot with a lek mating system. Each male digs a shallow bowl and booms for hours. The low-frequency boom travels for kilometers. Once common, the Kakapo was driven to extinction on the mainland by introduced predators, stoats, cats and rats. The species was rescued by an intensive conservation program. Every bird is known by name and monitored 24/7. Today, the population lives on protected, predator-free offshore islands with active management. The future of the gentle, booming Kakapo is a testament to the power of human intervention when we choose to act. We now plunge into the abyss, to the cold, crushing blackness of the deep sea floor, thousands of meters below the surface. In this extreme environment where sunlight never reaches, life takes on strange and wonderful forms. Here, drifting gracefully through the perpetual night, is an animal that seems more like a cartoon character than a real creature, the Dumbo octopus. Named for its ear-like fins, it flaps these to move, rather than jet propulsion. Its 8 arms are webbed. It can use them like a parachute to drift or to pounce on prey on the seafloor. Life here is a constant search for food. It hunts crustaceans, worms, and other benthic invertebrates. They live at depths hostile to humans and can only be observed using ROVs. Each glimpse we get is precious. Deep-sea trawling and proposed mining threaten these fragile habitats. This charming creature of the deep reminds us that our actions on the surface can have profound consequences in the darkest corners of our planet. Our journey now takes us to the island of Madagascar, a hotbed of unique evolution, where 90% of the wildlife is found nowhere else on Earth. In the island's dark rainforests, a creature of the night emerges. This is the ai, a nocturnal primate that is one of nature's most peculiar and specialized animals. It has large, sensitive ears, rodent-like incisors that grow continuously, and huge, hypnotic eyes. But its most remarkable tool is its middle finger, long, thin, and dexterous, used to probe for insect larvae. It practices percussive foraging, tapping up to 8 times a second and listening for hollows. This strange appearance earned it a fearsome reputation in local folklore, sometimes killed on sight. Combined with rapid deforestation, these pressures threaten its survival. Conservation efforts are working to change perceptions. Knowledge can be the key to protection. We return once more to the deep ocean. Hydrothermal vents create oases of life in the crushing darkness. These fissures spew superheated, mineral-rich water. This is the Yeti crab, a crustacean with bizarre, furry arms discovered in 2005. It required a new family classification. Scientists believe the setae act as gardens, hosting filamentous bacteria, which the crab cultivates and harvests for food. Waving its hairy arms bathes the bacteria in chemosynthetic chemicals like hydrogen sulfide and methane. Chemosynthesis, not sunlight, powers this world. These habitats are fragile and threatened by proposed deep-sea mining. The Yeti crab, with its strange, hairy arms, is a poster child for the deep's hidden wonders. We ascend once again to the rugged, mountainous terrain of Central Asia, Pakistan, Afghanistan, the Himalayas. Here, defying gravity on precipitous cliffs, lives a wild goat of majestic and almost mythical appearance. This is the markhor, distinguished by its spiraling horns, tightly coiled like giant corkscrews, up to 1.6 meters. Males use them in dramatic shoving and wrestling matches to establish dominance and win mating rights. One of the animal kingdom's best climbers, broad hooves with a sharp outer edge and a soft inner pad grip rock like a climbing shoe. It scales near vertical cliffs and leaps chasms with astonishing ease, once hunted to near extinction for its horns and meat. Thanks to community-based conservation programs and anti-poaching measures, numbers have recovered in recent years. The markhor's story proves that dedicated effort and local involvement can pull a species back from the brink. For our final hidden creature, we journey to the Gran Sabana region of Venezuela, a land of tabletop mountains and remote cloud forests. It was here, in 2009, that a biologist exploring the region took a photograph of a creature so fluffy and strange, it looked like it had flown in from another planet. The image went viral. The mysterious and enchanting Venezuelan poodle moth. It is known from only a handful of photographs and has yet to be formally classified. Covered in a thick coat of white furry setae with large black eyes and feathery antennae, a blur between insect and cuddly mammal, the habitats that hold such creatures are often fragile and under threat from development and climate change. The poodle moth is a fluffy, mysterious ambassador for the world's undiscovered wonders. It represents the thrill of the unknown and the potential for wonder that still exists in the natural world. From the magical rabbit of China's mountains to the fluffy poodle moth of Venezuela, we've journeyed across the globe to meet just a few of nature's most elusive creatures. Each one is a marvel of adaptation, a unique survivor in a hidden world. These animals are a profound testament to the planet's incredible biodiversity, a reminder that there are still so many secrets left to uncover. Their stories are not just curiosities, they are urgent calls for conservation, for the protection of the fragile habitats that allow such wonders to exist. Which of these hidden animals surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you were amazed by these discoveries, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Agric for Profits, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another journey into the wild. Your engagement helps build a community of curious minds. There is always more to learn, always another mystery to solve. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. Stay curious, there's always more to explore on our incredible planet.